out of the 25 plus books you've written, what are the one or two, if somebody's never read you, isn't familiar with their stuff, and they say, Randy seems like a good guy, you can put up with Mark for a few minutes, that tells you something about him. You would say, if you were going to read something, this would be my recommendation out of the works that I've done.
Okay, I would say this. If you want to read something small, a small piece of nonfiction, my book, The Grace and Truth Paradox, it's probably one of my favorite books that I've written. It's not one of the best sellers. It's a good seller. But I got a couple other small books, The Purity Principle, Treasure Principle, that some people are probably more familiar with, but The Grace and Truth Paradox, so I'd say that. If you're looking for something that's a more serious, large nonfiction dealing pretty comprehensively with a subject, I'd say my book on heaven. That's one that a lot of people have read.
It's kind of become the standard on that subject. I mean, it's kind of the book, I think, on that issue.
I think it's sold something like 650,000 copies, and a lot of people have used it, and there's some smaller spin-offs from it. And, my book, If God is Good, dealing with the problem of evil and suffering. Another comprehensive book is my book, Money, Possessions, and Eternity. But now we're getting into too many books. But then I'll make the switch over to fiction, because fiction is kind of a different animal. And for people who really like novels, I would say either my novel, Safely Home, or Deception. I've written 7 full-length novels, but Deception or Safely Home. Safely Home set in China and deals with the persecuted church and, storyline related to it. And then the other category of books I've written is 3 children's books. And of those, I would say that, there's a couple of picture books, but my book, Heaven for Kids, is one that was really fun to write, to take the concepts of the Big Heaven book and then write for 8 to 12 year olds. And I brought along a copy, in fact, to give to you, because I think you might have 1 or 2 in that category in your home. So.
Yeah, absolutely.